Hello, Brainspotting community, Australian Pacific community. So this is Salene Souza, and I'm with now our favorite fighter in Australia, Cruz Briggs, and we're going to put more information about him there, so you can follow his amazing career. So, could you just say a little bit about you? What do you do?
I'm a professional Muay Thai fighter, kickboxer. Yeah, train 6 days a week, twice a day.
How old are you?
22.
And what have you
Sydney.
achieved so far? Yeah, Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia.
What have you achieved so far?
Won a couple titles, amateur world title, and a pro world Australian title. Sorry.
Yep.
And that's it so far. My next fight, I'm fighting for another. I'm meant to be fighting for another title.
Yep. It's going to be in October.
October, yeah. 5th of October.
We're going to be following him. So today we had a beautiful experience with him. He volunteered to be at the Phase 3 training with David Grant here in Sydney, and he came to give us the opportunity to learn how can you help athletes using Brainspotting. I was so happy to witness your internal world from outside.
Yeah.
And I have a few little questions here just to know how is it for you, because I think when we come from performance, and you go into the practice and training and body and physical, but sometimes we don't know how to go into how can I help myself mentally, how can I have my mindset ready for it, or my energy ready for it. So one of the things that I would like to know from you is what are you taking from this experience today with David? So how was for you, in general, how was for you? What is the main thing that you're taking with you?
Just like, I'd say just getting to that relaxation, that blank kind of feeling.
Yes,
just
that you call
like,
Zen.
Yeah, real Zen, like.
Yes.
Yeah, Zen.
Yeah,
Zen mode, I guess.
Zen mode. And I think I'll just remind, like the moment for me that I noticed when you were saying that, and you tell me if I'm wrong or right, was when you said, so what we did today, he worked on his injuries. So he had 4 injuries that David looked at first.
Yeah.
So you had
My hand.
both times you broke your hand.
Yeah.
The left one?
Yeah.
The right one? Right one? Yes. And
2 toes.
And 2 toes.
And knockout.
And knockout.
Yeah.
So it was 5 kind of, hit in their body. And what we learned in this specific training was that physical injury has a mental, psychological, emotional impact, and we sometimes are not aware of them. So it was beautiful to see the moment you felt like, whoa, this is actually the normal, the blank Zen feeling when I remember my injury, because before you're feeling like this, a little bit of discomfort, strange sensations, different, like I was saying, weird sensation, tension, So can you say more a little bit, like, so tension in your hand?
Yeah, I felt like, like when I, say when we're talking about a hand, kind of felt like a bit of a sensation in my hand. But after a minute or so, I just
relax.
Go blank.
Yes.
And pretty much everything that we talked about, a hand, knockout, I'd think about it for a little bit. And I'd just go blank eventually.
So it felt like your body
kind of like just releasing.
Yes, exactly. That's what I would say. So you released the emotional trauma. That's how we call it. The emotional trauma was released at that specific moment. Great. So the other thing I noticed, and we noticed, that was very nice to see in you was, in the beginning, you were like, I'm not really sure how, like David was saying, where do you feel this in your body? How you feel that in your body? And you're like, I don't know, And you slowly, when you're doing the Brainspotting with David's guidance, you start to really become aware of inside of you, And I know you're in the front of 50 people, which is not that easy, talking about you and like, so like, don't put on me, but then you start to go more in you, and then you start to describe your feelings. Did you notice that moment that you start to really become aware of inside of you? Maybe not that moment, but
probably
now
when we started
back.
talking about my hands.
Yes.
My hand fell off my hands, was like kind of disappearing.
Yes. It was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was a bit weird,
Yeah.
But It's like I was on drugs or something.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a bit weird.
But that's what happens to the brain. The brain sends some natural drugs to the body to numb. So then you don't feel the pain. So you're actually feeling what you could not feel at that specific moment. So you're more aware of the sensations and the feeling in your body that it's so quick, so fast to help you, but it's too much for the system. It gets stuck. And now what your body did was like, oh, let's go back there slowly and gentle through the position and start to make you feel what you couldn't feel at that moment because there was too much going on. Even you said there were people laughing, and you were laughing. So there's not only the internal experience, but the external experience as well, yeah? And then you start to describe so well. Every time David was saying to you, where do you notice this? Where do you feel this? And you're like, pum, 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 saying like, oh my God, he knows everything about his body now. That's amazing. So how is it for you now right now when you're talking about it? How is it to be with you now?
Yeah, I just feel like relaxed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice. And can you describe a little bit this relaxation in you right now?
Right now, I kind of just feel, just zen.
Yes.
Just kind of blank.
Yes.
Really.
Now I have a new meaning for blank. Okay, it's zen.
Zen, yeah.
And you said it was in your whole body before.
Yeah.
How is it now?
Still the same, yeah.
Okay. So David said something amazing. He said every sport people, when they go into the performance, they have to not to be too high, not to be too low. That was a new information for you because for me it was actually new information as well.
New
like we were going, whoa, you get ready, go ahead. And then it's like, no, the adrenaline just stay in your system for a few minutes or seconds, depending on how much adrenaline. But what he's saying is, how can you get in that state for you to continue?
Yeah, it makes sense as well to me when he said that. Sometimes, like my last fight, I got to the venue at 10 o'clock in the morning, you know, I didn't fight until 7 o'clock. So all day I was just like, had the adrenaline going, and then like, you just go up and down all day, you know. When I fight over here, I don't like to get to the venue until like a couple of fights before my fight. Otherwise I've just got so much adrenaline and it's like you're coming down off drugs or something.
How can I use this now?
Exactly.
Okay, so what can you do now? I think you got a gift today.
Yeah, just you know, stay real relaxed.
And I think you got
the focusing point.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now he got a gift from the Brainspotting. He got, I don't know how you want to call it, but David was calling victory point, you know. So now you can use that, you know, if you have to wait for so long. Try that, like play with that spot and see how it goes. Because that's yours, it's in your brain, it's in your system. No one can take that from you, you know. So I think that's enough. I think, you know, we'd like to keep following you. I'd like to check you in a few months. You now have the Brainspotting Australia community on your side, and probably internationally, because this is going to go to the other people that does Brainspotting. So you're going to have the world with you. And at least we want. So yeah, we're going to, if you're okay, we'd like to see you maybe in a few months to see how you're doing, and if you need anything else, I'm putting, like, for everybody to know that you have our support. You know, you have the Brainspotting in Australia to help you. So that's good. See you. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much. Good luck. All the best.
Thank you.